Over time, I've had the opportunity to review designs sent to me by designers who are just starting out, and I thought to share a few mistakes that I have noticed because sometimes the people making them don't actually know that they are there. So the first thing I usually notice is inconsistent spacing, and the thing is, this one is a bit sneaky because it rarely looks obvious, but then it just feels off. And when something looks inconsistent, like your eyes just can't settle. One simple fix is to pick a spacing scale like 4, 8, 16, 24, 32, and just commit to using it consistently across your design. The second thing I notice a lot is low contrast text. So sometimes designers use like light gray text for things like secondary copies and captions because it looks very clean and minimal. But in real situations, like when someone is using their phone in very bright light or outside, it can become very hard to read. Accessibility guidelines recommend at least a 4.5 to 1 contrast ratio for your text. So it's actually a good idea to check your text color like against that so that you ensure your text is dark enough to stay readable under different lighting conditions. The third thing I noticed is trying to say everything at once. There's often a lot to communicate, so the screens might end up with multiple messages and different call to actions. But when everything competes for attention, it usually just confuses the user. So the best approach is to have one main action per screen, unless everything else just support that. So contrast spacing hierarchy, none of these things are complicated, right? But then getting these things right is what separates a work that feels polished from something that feels like it's just there. So anyway, that's it for today. See you in the next video. Bye.